Well, good morning, and today is Wednesday, December the 8th, 2021. Today I start my fourth session of chemo, and went to the oncologist yesterday. Of course, I did the blood thing, and this time I had to get poker, and all went through smoothly, no passing out. He was quick with the needle, in, out, got the blood, it was done. Then went to the doctor. Give me a second here. Get tea. For some reason, and a lot of people know how much coffee I used to drink because of this incident and everything. Coffee kind of gives me the shakes really bad. So, and we'll have to see later on if I can get back on coffee. I don't know. Tea's doing it fine for right now. But beside the point, talking with the oncologist, he's going to do the scan after the 5th treatment. My 5th treatment is going to be during Christmas. Yay! Let's be radioactive during Christmas. I want to thank everybody who has donated to my GoFundMe. GoFundMe link will be listed below in the comments. Also, those who know someone that's been through chemo, who has experience fighting through cancer and won, tell them about my YouTube channel. Tell them to check it out. And what I'm looking for is any advice or knowledge that they have, other than staying positive. I know that's very important. But also, how to deal with the day-to-day. Go ahead and put that in there. It's not just for me, it's for also other people who are possibly going through the same thing. And if you know someone who is going through cancer, send them the link to my YouTube channel. Let them know that there's other people fighting, other people being positive. If they're not being positive, kick them in the butt. Say, hey, look at this guy. What's the worst thing that's going to happen to me? I'm going to die. We're all going to die. That's inevitable. It's just the time that you choose to go. And that's my philosophy. If God hadn't given us the ability to fight these certain diseases, then I'd already be dead. A little bit of, I don't know what religion you practice, so I'm not even going to go there. That's one topic I do not touch. I will discuss religious practice with other people, but I will not go into a debate of which one is correct. There are so many philosophies and cultures out there that who am I to be the judge? So, more tea. So, I go in at 10 o'clock today to get connected up to my chemo pump. I also got my script to a specific mouthwash that is only available at UMC. Because the guy who developed it at UMC, and I have to get it at the UMC pharmacy. But Fred's Brew, the person that created it was named Fred, so it's Fred's Brew. And it helps keep the blisters out of your mouth while you're going through chemo. And if you're actually going to the Lubbock UMC cancer clinic, this stuff rocks. It's not that bad tasting either, but still, you just rinse your mouth and spit it out anyway. It's not like you're swallowing it. It's just to absorb some of the medication, like it has Benadryl in it. It also has a steroid in it to help your mouth fight off blistering. So I picked up that today too on my way out of chemo with my chemo pump. So I'm doing good. My week at work was great. Next question is, I'm on FMLA right now. Now, if I come back and let's say I feel decent enough that I can go back to work, I would be able to work while I'm on chemo. But I'm kind of playing these 3 days by ear, because I know that when you're not feeling good, you make mistakes. And my job is, if you make a mistake, it could cause a problem. So I'm kind of wary about it a little bit, because my mental state's a little bit different. Those who have been on chemo, to me, it's like excuse me, phlegm. That's all I do now. Spit up phlegm. They say it's the cause from the chemo. But anyway, sorry you had to see that. But, you have to make a choice. Is it better for your health to work, or is it better for your health to rest? And that's the dilemma I'm going through. Now, my boss would say, Charles, rest, take care of yourself. You're number one. And I have one of the greatest bosses at Tech, very caring. The department I work for, even when Jay Stockup was there, and those who know him will pipe in, but he was a great boss. He had his employees back the whole time. As long as he knew the employees were doing their jobs and doing what was asked from them, he had their back. It's different if someone makes a mistake that was intentional, but that's different. In that case, you're going to get yelled at. And I remember his phrase of, "Who am I going to have to fire?" I've never seen him really fire anyone, but he would make his opinion known about your mistake. But my current boss, I'm not going to mention him in the video because personally, I do not have that right at this point. Those who know me know who my boss is. He's a great guy. The people I work for are great people. Looks like someone's calling our ring group at work. I kind of need to turn that one off, don't I? Here we go. That's exit. Not at work right now. So as we get into what I call the holiday season, it's restarted. What the hell? Exit. I want everyone to remind themselves to be kind to one another, especially during the shopping season. Yeah, you'd probably see that. I'm sorry. But remember, things can be worse, things can be better. And it's up to you to make it better, either by your attitude, the way you do things, and the way we are. If you like my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, and if you're really crazy, you put that notification bell, ding that. But, I'm not asking you to. It's not like I'm going to be making money off of YouTube. I have 29 subscribers right now. I would have to have to even break what they call a break-even point on YouTube on making videos and production videos and paying yourself for your time for speaking and doing stuff like that. You need nearly 20,000 subscribers. 20,000. And that's not even enough to get you noticed with sponsorships nowadays. You need millions of subscribers, And there's a lot of YouTubers out there that work their butts off to do that. That's what this is. This is not about that. I'm not about making the money for this YouTube channel. I am trying to make this as a video log of my journey with cancer and my own philosophies. It might morph into something else later on. But that's the thing. There's certain people that are creating content for you to enjoy. This is not necessarily for you to enjoy. This is more for me to document my journey and maybe for other people to learn by my own journey with esophageal cancer and kidney cancer. So, this is what I'm going through, and every cancer treatment is different. So what I go through will not be the same as somebody else goes through with esophageal cancer, or even if they have esophageal and kidney cancer exactly like me. They're probably not going to go through the same procedures because everyone is different. Boy, am I different too. The doctor that put in my port in my arm point blank said, your vein highway is not normal. And all my friends from high school through college, through the several jobs that I've had, Matt Gove, yeah, I remember you. You rock, man. But anyway, all my friends know that I'm a little bit off anyway. I'm not the normal person, and nobody is. And, the only thing that we have in common is that we're human. We are all susceptible to some form of disease that can kill us. And I also want to make you aware that there are cancers out there that we still do not have cures for. My coworker, his wife, his name is John Chumlin. His wife is fighting a cancer that there is no cure for. And she could just fight it off with chemo and radiation treatments. She could just hold the tide and live a little bit longer. So I want people to be aware that there are cancers that are no cure for. There are a lot of cancers out there that are curable to the point of what's called remission. And I have several friends that are in some form of cancer remission, meaning that there's no sign of the cancer, but the possibility of it coming back because you've already had it is still there. And that's something that's going to be possible with me too. I will be, if I'm lucky, I'm going to get to a point where I'm in a cancer remission state, which means that instead of every month going to the oncologist and constantly going to my primary care doctor to get updated, making sure that I'm looking healthy, I'm weighing okay, I'm not losing too much weight while under this chemo or anything like that my dietary and everything is surviving to make it through this treatment. Once you become that state, you start seeing them every 3 months, and then then it progresses to every 6 months, depending on the state. Another misnomer is the level of your cancer. What stage are you? I just love this because on TV, whenever you hear stage 4, everybody in the show is, oh my God, you're going to die. I have stage 4 cancer. None of the doctors did that. They said, no, you got a curable cancer. Let's attack it. what the stage is telling the spread of the cancer. Stage 4 is it basically has moved to a major organ. In my esophagus, it has moved to my liver. So, there it is. What you do is you try to triage that into a point of, okay, we're going to stop the most progressive cancer, and that's what they're doing with the esophagus. They're not worrying about the kidney because it's a slow-spreading cancer. So you focus in on the biggest enemy. So they're going after the esophagus, and that's why I'm going through chemo. So you go after the esophagus, hit it with the chemo, cure that, and they can deal with the kidney, unless the chemo took care of that too, because it is susceptible to chemo. We'll see. But my point is, if you hear that, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, there are treatments. And do not do the voodoo treatments. And that's one reason why my doctor said, do not Google. There are so many shams out there on web pages that say, oh, we're going to cure your cancer. Here, drink this special water and you're going to be cured. No. Or eat this particular honey. No. Now, I'm not saying that maybe in the Mayans' book of medicine, which the conquistadors destroyed a long time ago. Yes, there's documentation on this. There might have been a cure for some of the cancers, but we'll never know. So, my next thing is going through chemo. I will be gaming on chemo. Put in the comments the games that I currently have on this system. Let me pull up my Steam library too. Yeah, and we'll just switch it over to that view real quick. Remember that anybody susceptible, treat those who are sick with kind and charity, but do not pity them, please. Not pity me. I have cancer, so what? I'm going to fight it. That's what I do. Next thing, support your local game shops. Support your local community. Support your local vendors, your local shops, your local t-shirt shops, your local print shops. Support the makers, the people who make stuff in your community, the builders, all of that. Why do I say? For America to be great, it takes everyone, not people who buy stuff, but also people who make stuff. The builders, the creators, the factory workers, and all of that. The problem is that we've lost a lot of the stuff that we make here in the United States, and we need to start making stuff again. I'm just going to state that point blank. We, the middle class, are the ones who are going to change our country. It's up to us to say, hey, I'd rather buy something that's made here that I can get here if I can. But that's just my philosophy on that. Enough politics. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you once I'm on chemo. Y'all have a good one. Bye.